Hey, how's it going, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of the Projectionist vlog. My name is Eve. I'm your host, and today I'm going to do something a little bit different. I'm going to cover the running Terminator movies on 35mm film a week and a half earlier than the release of Terminator Dark Fate, which comes out November 1st here in the US. I normally do these kind of episodes for like an anniversary, or if a certain actor is coming out with a movie, or if there's like another sequel in a franchise, for anything that I ran on film over the years. But this weekend I'm actually getting married on Saturday, October 26th, and I will be in Australia for my honeymoon, so I won't have time to make a video. For the wedding, I'm really excited. I'm nervous, I'm scared, but it's going to be a good time and a new chapter in my life. So anyway, back to running Terminator movies on 35mm film. Obviously, I didn't run them all on film. I only ran 2 of them out of the 5 so far, or I guess 6, counting Dark Fate. So the first Terminator movie I ran on 35mm film was Terminator 3 Rise of the Machines. It was July 4th weekend, 2003. I was working at Movie Land at the time. It was my first, first kind of year out being a projectionist since late summer of 2002. And I remember we had 2 prints of it at Movie Land, and it didn't perform very well. It kind of opened up to mediocre numbers, and nothing really sold out. We had like large enough crowds to go see it, but it wasn't like anything crazy that summer, like Matrix Reloaded or Hulk or Bad Boys 2. So it kind of underperformed. I remember the movie being, I believe, 6 or 7 reels. I didn't build up movies at that time. I didn't start until Kill Bill Volume 1 came out. That was the first movie I built on film. But what I do have in here is, there we go, 2 35mm trailers for Terminator 3, Rise of the Machines. This is trailer number 2, which came out in March, was released in March of 2003. Maybe earlier, because I know I did hear of a trailer playing before one of the Lord of the Rings that came out in December of 2002. Maybe that was Bad Boys 2 that played on there. Let's see. Here, check that out. They just marked it as T3. It's a scope trailer. Warner Brothers. Pretty cool, huh? Now this trailer, I remember this version, not this exact copy, but another copy of the same version, played on a movie we were running called Tears of the Sun, starring Bruce Willis. And on the back here, it actually says to program that on Tears of the Sun. So that's pretty cool. That was March right there. You see the date, 3/7. And Tears of the Sun was a Sony movie. Some of the tags would say, suggested programming or please program. So that's pretty cool. I inspected this. Never ran. It's in great condition. This is a used final trailer for T3. If anybody went to Movie Land to go see Matrix Reloaded in May of 2003, this is one of the trailers that played before one of the prints. So we had 2 prints of Matrix Reloaded. That was sold out. Here you go. Since it's used, I had to, make my own little label and stuff. There you go. The trailer's in okay condition. I believe it had a little bit of water damage, but I did run it, and it did run through. It was okay. So it's a great trailer. Both of them are awesome trailers. So, but that'll be it for running a Terminator movie, and as a projectionist. fast forward to 6 years later, I'm working at New Rock, doing IMAX full time. But I did pick up a couple of shifts, or was assigned a couple of shifts to run 35 millimeter. And that summer saw the release of Terminator Salvation, which came out Memorial Day weekend, up against Night at the Museum Part 2. And in the IMAX, I was running Night at the Museum Part 2, but then when I did 35, amongst the other, 17 theaters, we were running Terminator Salvation, which unfortunately did not perform very well for a Memorial Day weekend. I think it opened up like number 3 or 2 or something like that. And it kind of opened up around the same, like in terms of numbers, like Terminator Rise of the Machines. So it was an alright movie. It wasn't like anything great. But I do have this trailer right here. Never used. I held on to this as well. Look at that. Terminator Salvation. Scope, Warner Brothers. And on the back here, it gives you suggested programming on what movies around that time you can program the trailers on. Isn't that cool? Like X-Men, Star Trek, Observe and Report, Knowing, Watchmen. That's really awesome. Yeah, this trailer was never ran through. I inspected it. It's in great condition. And this is the trailer with the Nine Inch Nails song in it, and like showing Christian Bale like firing that upside down gun in the helicopter. Great trailer. I would definitely look it up on Google, YouTube. The teaser poster for Terminator Salvation is really awesome, because I remember the poster showed like a landscape. I guess it was like a city, and you see like fire and destruction and stuff in there, and the destruction kind of formed the like a fiery shape of the T-800 skeleton face. You can find that find that poster on Google. Or you could probably maybe get it off eBay. I still have it in my collection somewhere. I gotta like rummage through it and just like pull it out. But yeah, so that'll pretty much be it for running Terminator movies on film. I got to run 2 of them. One of them had Schwarzenegger actually in it. I wasn't around for Genesis in 2015. I took a few months hiatus from the theater industry. But I mean, anyway, it was digital, so it's not like, you're physically handling, other than just ingesting a hard drive and building a playlist and pressing play. It's not like handling film, so I don't really count it. Now, from a collector standpoint, I have this. I got this from eBay. I had to inspect it to make sure it's in great condition, which it is. It was never used, and I had to put it on this sort of core that's a little bigger than it should be. Usually they're a little smaller, but I had to rip the label. Now, if you want to see the label right there, Terminator. Can you see that? 2. This is the theatrical 35mm trailer for Terminator 2. How awesome is that? That's really cool. I'm so happy to have this in my collection. I remember seeing this in the theaters in the summer of 1991 with my late dad on Central Avenue, if anybody remembers. And Central Avenue in Hartsdale, the General Cinemas, which is now the big Verizon store, that's where I saw Terminator 2 that summer in 1991. That was a very intense movie. The T-1000, the whole Judgment Day concept, and like the whole scene with the nuclear bomb going off and in the city, and like just destroying everybody. It was really frightening back then. But yeah, I got to see that movie on the big screen. I just remember it vividly right now. But yeah, it's awesome to have this trailer. This is one of the best action movies ever made. It's listed up there. Alright, that's it for my little vlog on running Terminator on 35mm film. Please like, comment, subscribe, share, and be sure to click that notification button so you can get notifications when I upload new videos. It'd be really helpful. So, and plus for you guys, if you want to see anything, new that I make. This is, as always, an 80s Die Hard production. Thank you very much for watching, and I guess I will see you after my honeymoon. Later, guys. Bye.